It's Tom Van Smith, aka Locked. There's 1Forty and you're watching Rewind That Track. And this is Ferguson.
It's on Rewind That Track, bro.
Buzz it!
Conor McLoone here for Rewind That Track, here with Tom Van Smith, Sam Lucas, co-owners, founders of 1Forty, here at Huddersfield, Bassment, on a Sunday, on a bloody Sunday. Lads, how's it been for you?
Different, like, we did like the first 1Forty live, but it was on a much smaller capacity. So, for one, like the whole doing it on a Sunday, people find bare weird, but then they turn up and everyone started drinking, it's vibes.
Mate, it's been fucking absolute mad one. Compared to the last one, we've like tripled capacity, different club, Huddersfield, we're doing grime now, instead of the bass, man, doing his own roots, innit? You know what I mean? Really bigging it up, and the sound system and everything is just top tip, perfect, man.
2 years of 1Forty this year. Nearly 3 years. What's been the best memory so far?
Cause and effect, bro, the open night.
Yeah, the first night is when like the underground was still at its peakest for us, from what we've experienced. So that was like from when the door, like half an hour of the doors opening to like half an hour of our closing, it was just fucking, everyone was going mad all night. Yeah. And now like it's a different scene, like social media, people are focusing on phones and stuff a bit more, but obviously it's all just part of the change, like you embrace it. But in terms of like atmosphere, that first night, mad tea.
Bassment, how's the relationship with Bassment, lads? Like, what's the first memory? How did you guys get to know the guys that run Bassment and stuff like that?
Do you know what it was? It was the fact that we had a lot in common in terms of our ethos and what we were pushing. Like, these guys are doing not just a lot for Huddersfield, but for the fucking, like, for the whole of the north. Like, there's no other venue we see that, I mean, just look at it, man. Like the graffiti, the pictures, it's like you walk into a hall of fame of underground music as soon as you walk through the doors. And that's kind of what we've tried to push as a whole concept. And now to link up with another brand that's doing that equally well, if not better, and then we just benefit each other, innit?
Sam, what do you think? What do you think of the venue?
Well, we've been coming here since, geez, look on that wall, man, you know what I mean? I came here a good year or two ago, first night, and I was just like, this is a pure vibe, you know what I mean? I was like, this is underground culture.
Hey, where you've got clubs across the UK, north and south, closing down every month, how important is it to have these sort of like, these early raves, these sort of like, these up and coming stuff, like to keep the culture alive?
Well, this is the purpose of the live thing, because it's all right everyone been here, but no one outside these walls can see it. So the purpose is professional setup, put as big a lineup as you can, and all the artists that are on the same culture as us in terms of they want to, like, they want everyone to see it. Do you know what I mean? Whereas, and it keeps everything bubbling away. So that's the whole concept of doing it, and then obviously with the different genres, this one's grime. And everyone's just like happy to be a part of it. Do you know what I mean? And
we've got what, like 400 or 500 people here on a Sunday, and people are still popping off, still going crazy. And we've got, obviously, you said you're recording it. People will be watching it back and stuff like that. I mean, that's there forever now. You're still going to be able to watch it and stuff like that. You can do bits with it, like the old Lord of the Mic stuff, old Sidewinder stuff. You can look back and sort of like, this time next year, you'll be like, shit, remember when we did that?
It was more like, because we know that grime is doing bits like mainstream, you know, all these artists are leveling every year. But in terms of like the underground, like you see all these stuff like the Boiler Rooms, the Keep Push in London, murky. Like we watch stuff sat at our desks, like, bro, that's different. But then up here, you see like the change in terms of ethos of underground stuff. They all, like, it's more bass evolved around here, which we're obviously a massive part of pushing as well. But we're just trying to make the balance a bit, do you know what I mean?
Have you got any advice to people? Obviously, 1Forty is just coming up to 3 years now. Any advice for people that want to start their own brand or put on their own night and stuff like that? As two guys that have built something from the ground up, have you got any words of wisdom that you can share to people?
Where do you start?
Yes. See so many promoters, artists, producers, any person in the music industry, do what you believe in. Don't try and cater what you're doing to what is hot. right now. Because if anything, that's why we've stood out. We built a concept based around promoting different things as well as what's hot, but also what's not hot. And then people appreciate, like, people are learning, people like, I don't know, like, it's hard to put into words, but it's just balance. Everything I say is balance, bro. Balance.
Sam, anything to add?
Just do things that you want to do, innit? Don't be worried about booking people that you think's not going to sell tickets, you know what I mean? It's not all about selling tickets, it's all about what vibe you want to bring. Just do what you want to do, innit? You know what I mean? Keep everything clean. Don't follow a crowd, man. Just do what you want to do, innit? And push it as much as you can. Get your crew on it, get your boys.
And everything comes back around in cycles, never forget that. Yeah. Look at Garage now. Also, you know, I strongly feel that grime will, this year, in the underground, like I say, I keep saying mainstream is killing it, but in the underground, I think this year, such a surge on young generation of artists, which hasn't been around for a good three years. This year, there's so many mad artists coming through.
Social media is helping push that. Do you reckon it's like a new generation where it's helping they can get the thing?
No, I think it's the main industry heads within the scene. One that I will always reference is like what Marcus Nasty is doing with funky and grime. And bear in mind, like the last 3 years, he was pushing grime at bass when bass was needed a little bump. And now bass is there, it's up there. He's come back to, right, let's get the others. It's the same thing, balance, bro, balance.
Individual level, if you could go back to back with any artist alive or dead, who would it be?
Nine Train, obviously, man. It's got to be Nine Train, my boy, bro. No one else, man.
Tom?
I'm not massive on back-to-backs because I put a lot of planning into my sets and stuff, so I don't like being caught off guard. But if I could do, just for the sake of a name, do you know what? It'd be a Freeway, Elijah and Skillian back-to-back because they set off this journey for me and Sam. Jams, Butters, all that. So. And I still, on any Butters lineup now, they're still always my favourite set. They've still got all them 04, 05, old grime bangers, that's my roots. So, yeah, them two, man.
On the grime tip to finish off, who is the Lord of the Mic?
Ooh, he's gone!
He don't know what to...
Even though he's never clashed, DWE.
Yeah, that's right, they said that earlier.
He's his favourite MC, mate. No one,
How come?
Because he's got, that's as a style that no one can touch. You hear the, you instantly know. No one else can make a sound and get 4 wheel-ups in a row. Doesn't happen. And just, I love him in terms of like, I can relate. But how many artists have been here, skied it, kept dabbling, but never really been consistent? DWE was there when grime wasn't even grime, it was jungle and garage. He was there. And then at the end, bro, Manjo dropped the best album of last year. And it was such a great, well-rounded piece of work. So you can't knock it, cannot knock it.
DWE then, DWE is Tom, that's perfect. Nice one, mate, thank you very much.